Alright guys, welcome back to another recap. Red day recap today. Small red. I was green on the day, but today seemed very slow. And what was looking like a break-even small green day ended up turning into a red day. I took trades that I shouldn't have. I was just in my mind like small share size is okay if I take a loss, so I'll try it. So I tried it with small share size, thinking it's okay to take a loss, and I took. You can see here. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pretty much 5 red trades in a row of small losses. So I took one win and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small losses. So that was on me. Small red day. Looks like Friday I didn't trade. Obviously I was out of town, but Thursday it looks like I made 500. So still have some profit between Thursday and Monday and today. But it was just nothing there to trade. So let me go over the trades. It looks like I traded 3 tickers. This is not included here. It's some swing play options that I'm doing. But traded TANH, ILAG, and ADN. So let's go look at ADN first. Here is ADN. ADN was a stock that wanted to push, but it just didn't have enough volume, enough people watching it, I believe. From pre-market, I drew this line here at 340. So you can see we topped out at 341, pulled back, 340 again, pulled back. We ripped through 340, and that's when we opened up all the way to 64, so 24 cents. And we pulled back to 340. And in my mind, first 5 minutes of market open, I was thinking maybe 340 holds as support. So I took one stab there. It looks like I got a little bit of higher fill, so I didn't buy the initial dip. I got in later at 343, so up here on this red candle pullback, seeing if we get that open up. It did open up. At the top of this candle, I was up $200, $250, somewhere around there. But I was looking for the push up all the way to new high of day, 364, maybe 370. And if this stock gets a lot of attention, $4 would be next, right? So I held those 2,500 shares. I think I took 500 out up here at the very wick. Let me see, 500 at 53. So right up here, not right there, right there. Looks like I took, okay, it won't mark it, forget about it. I took 500 out there, and then it quickly reversed on me. And this is one of those where it's not gonna be like, okay, I'll give myself 10-20 cents stop. If it holds, I'll keep it. The way that turned around, I said I am out of this. I'm not gonna trade it. I'm not gonna hold this trade, so I'm just gonna stop it out right there. Tried a little VWAP bounce there. Looks like I made about 1 penny on 1,500 shares, nothing big there. So left that one alone. This one I was waiting for it to come back over 3.4 and hold 3.4, but since we stayed below it all day today, you can see I left it alone. Next one, I'll look at this one, TANH. This one I took 1,500, but in a stock like this is moving 2 pennies, 3 pennies at a time. It was a very small share size. I was looking at holding this support here of 45, so you can see 45 rejected, 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 and we got over 5 again. And I was seeing if we would hold 45 and then climb up to 50 cents or something like that. So I got in, and this one I did held for about 10 minutes maybe, and looks like I stopped out on that flush. And after that flush, I mean, it only made sense to stop out. So if I would have held, I'd been a little bit more right on this one. Wasn't really actively trading. It was kind of just popping up small share size and let it ride. And then ILAG is the main stock of the day. I actually started it pretty good. It wasn't my stock to trade in market open. Like when market open, it wasn't my #1 stock to watch for. This stock I think was like $26 at one point, so I thought it was very beaten down and something not to look for. But it just started looking really strong, and it started looking really strong through this whole move. First I saw this wick, and that kind of threw me off, and so I took no trades in there. I let it pull back. And then on here, actually, I was going to let it pull back a little bit more and see if I can add in on a VWAP play or something like that. But it instantly took off, and on that green candle there, I took an add, and I was going to re-add pretty aggressive on this one. If I would have gotten a dip here, a tiny little micro pullback, I had my order ready with 5,000 shares to add on that play, and it didn't really pull back at all, so I never added. So I only took 1,500 shares from 390s $3.91. Top of this candle all the way to $4 to $4.10. So I made about 10 cents on most of those, which gave me about a $200 win. I was up $200 on this stock. And then here's where my mistake came in. So I drew this trend line right there, bottom of market open to this point, and then to that point right there. And then you can see shorts were on it at the same trend line because that's where they shorted. So I knew that this up here was the front half of the stock, right? The part that we trade, and this back here was the part where I don't usually trade. It's the back side of the stock. It's going down, and for some reason I just decided to go against it, and I started drawing downtrends. Right, I drew this first downtrend right here. And I mean, it looks pretty clear. Even now, I'm like, okay, rejected there, rejected, rejected, rejected. Oh, we popped on top of it and held it. Let me take an ad. I added there with 1,000 shares. It didn't work. I cut it out. And you know what? I was like, you know what? Maybe I just drew my trend line wrong. So then I bumped it up a little bit. I bumped it up to right there, to the top of that candle. So I was like, still holds right there, and it's kind of bottoming out. So I waited for this this pop up again. This candle right there is telling me we're closing above it. I take an add on the next one right there, right here. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to give myself some room. Starts pulling back, and I'm like, you know what, this is too much. $4 is not holding. So I cut that out there, and it flushed. So good thing I also cut that one out. And then again here, I tried another little bit of a dip buy on a stock that is downtrending, right? It's downtrending, and I don't know why I was fighting the trend today. It's still downtrending. Pretty aggressive sell here. Pretty aggressive sells here, especially in here. And then again, it pops up, pulls back down. I'm thinking, okay, we rejected VWAP. Maybe we'll actually hold VWAP this time, so I'll take an ad there. Instant flush, I stop out. Smaller share size right there, 500, but still took another loss. And then even again over here, now I'm looking at this level here of 375. So 375 held as resistance, held as support, had a nice rally, bounced off at 375, held as support, then resistance, then resistance. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, if it's bouncing like this, and this has bounced to the bottom, and it bounces, rejects there, maybe it'll bounce as support and then climb back up like that. So I took an ad there. Looks like I added up here at that first test of that 375, trying to get this stock to rally back this way, which it kind of did, but ended up falling below that 375, and I ended up stopping out fully there. Another 500 share dollar loss, but taking 5-10 cents on these. So it looks like I bought at 78 and selling at 68. So that's 10 cents right there. Good thing I'm stopping out on these because I'm not back holding anything, and you guys know I don't back hold. But what looked like I was up $200 on the day on this stock ended up being 233, and then plus the other two, I am down 260. At that point, I realized this was happening, so I took one good trade and then loser, 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 and loser. 4 or 5 losers on the back end. I knew it was time to call it a day and not make this be a disaster day. So $260 red is nothing I cannot handle. So today was pretty slow either. There wasn't really anything moving. The one stock that actually rallied was the only good trade I took. ADN, nothing there. QD, I was keeping an eye on QD. Kind of had a nice little rally here, but nowhere I would enter in a trade. EVTL kind of looked like it wanted it for a while, never traded it, kind of was later in the day, so I kind of trade this first hour and then I walk away, but I did see it. SFIX, I was looking, I think this one has a high of 633. I was looking to see if we hold this level here at 615. Looks like we pulled right up to 615 and turned back around. Mara and Riot were also rallying today. These would probably be the ones that I could have taken some trades on. I just did not expect this move. I think somewhere in the morning I was like, yeah, this stock might hit $10 today. I think it wants $10. Ended up hitting $9.99 in one of these spikes or something like that, and then hit $10. Pulled back, and after that I left it alone, and then just out of nowhere it goes from 10 to 11, a full dollar move without any really pullbacks. I mean, kind of one there, and that's really much it. But didn't trade it. Same thing as Riot. So Riot was obviously similar. Oh, ignore this. This is not trades that I took. This is something I was explaining to somebody. I was buying one share, so I wasn't really trading this. I lost 5 pennies trying to demonstrate something. But that's pretty much it, guys. So thanks you guys for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the live streams or on YouTube recap.